likable cast that of people who know how to act and you actually care about. Strong characters, or at least strong actors. I mean, strong characters. Granted, do I have problems? I have two problems with the movie. Tom Atkins, Jamie Lee Curtis, acting-wise, no problem. The characters don't have a whole lot of stuff to do, but at least they have a moment where, you know, Adrienne Barbeau's son, she's yelling on the radio, "Someone please help my son," and they help get the son out. So they serve some purpose. But it's just a lot of times it's like, you know, they meet up and they hook up and, you know, they don't have too much to do. Jamie Lee Curtis doesn't have too much to do except scream, but she's great at it. But they're capable actors. They sell the scenes. And the old school practical way they did the fog, and also the ghosts themselves, the pirates' ghosts. First off, you know, they kill people with implements. And I think that was added later, the actual, you know, more of the death scenes. Because I know, like, John Carpenter on this documentary talks about how he made the film and, oh my god, we messed up. We had to refilm a lot of stuff. And even now, John Carpenter's not the proudest of this movie. He's not the proudest of the movie. And honestly, John, I think you should be proud of The Fog. It's a worthy film. But like I was talking about, I believe, like, the ghosts, the way they did the pirate ghosts, I like it. Again, most of the time the silhouette, and then when you do see them, it's, I think, some early work by Rob Bottin, who later on worked on The Thing, and we know how the effects on The Thing are. Excellent. And I believe even Rob Bottin was one of the ghosts as well, among other people, but I know I'm going all over the place, but I like the way the story untold. I mean, even from starting off in the beginning of the old man, telling the ghost story, you know, and, you know, slapping of the watch, and I said there were two problems. You know, they're not huge problems. Jamie Lee Curtis, they don't have a whole lot to do, but they're capable actors. I like watching them. The second one was the score. Compared to other John Carpenter scores, like A Song Precinct 13, Escape from New York, even Prince of Darkness, it's not one of my favorite scores, but it's a John Carpenter score. And compared to 90% of any other score in any other film, especially today, John Carpenter's scores beat them, for me. But if I compare it to other John Carpenter scores, like Halloween, The Song Precinct 13, Escape from New York, I can, boom, think of, you know, do 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 do, or do 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 do. I can think of, you know, right off the bat, but the score to The Fog, it takes me a full minute or two to remember the theme. It's not as memorable, but it's still not a bad score at all. And compared to all the other scores done, especially today, it's a great score. But I know I'm going a little bit long. It's probably going to be a two-part video, but oh well. It's my first two-part video on here. The reason I like The Fog, the original John Carpenter film, is first and foremost atmosphere, atmosphere, atmosphere. This film is atmospheric, and John Carpenter knows how to do it. And they don't do that today, and it sucks. It sucks. The ghosts, the way the pirate ghosts, first off, they kill people, and they don't mess around. They'll kill anybody. Capable cast. Great group of cast. The story, I like the story. I mean, it is one of my favorite ghost stories, along with The Changeling. I like the way it was a great ghost story and a great legend. And later on in the film, you find out that Hal Holbrook the priest was one of the ancestors of one of the people who fucked the lepers over way back when. And the gold, he finds what the gold, and the gold has been put on this cross. And the way the movie ends is fantastic. You think everything's okay, and, you know, they're basically killing anybody in their path, and they want revenge in the gold, but you think everything's okay, but they get what they came for. They get the gold, and they kill the last person who is related to who fucked them over. So you hear that creepy sound type score, and then Halbert turns around, there's a ghost, and you see the ghost go, phew, fade to black, and then John Carpenter score, and it's a great way to end the movie. Usually I don't like downbeat movies, but you know, Hal Holbrook's character was a good character. Like, he was a good guy, a priest, but at least it wasn't Adrian Barbeau or Tom Atkins, or you know, it wasn't like a main character that got me, oh, I'm pissed that they killed him off. But it was like, ooh, wow, shit. That's a way to end your horror movie. But yeah, I mean, I just think this is capable actors, awesome atmosphere. I like the way they did the pirates. I like the way they did the fog, practical looking ghosts. No CGI, I mean, no CGI back in 1980, but no stop motion, nothing like that. Most of the time they're in silhouettes. I mean, I would like Tom Atkins and Jamie Lee Curtis in the middle of the film to do a little bit more, or you know, the score. It's a good score. It's just not a great score compared to others. For me, I was in the middle of a burp there. That's why I paused. For me, though, I mean, I go more towards Prince of Darkness or The Thing, which I know is Ennio Morricone who did, but still, I love this movie. It's one of my favorite ghost stories. I know I ramble on long enough, but thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my rant. The Fog remake. Fuck.